What is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV. We are here. I'm back, man. Obviously, your nightly basketball content. We have NBA back in full swing now that March Madness is taking a break for a couple of days. I just wanted to talk about a couple games. The Raptors-Wizards game ended up being a good one, and we had the Bucks and Suns. I'm not going to keep you guys for too long here because most people just want the madness to start again. Most people would want those really good games to start back up. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, if there were more good games, I'd talk about it, but there just weren't. I mean, the NBA knows that March Madness is going on, and they know the ratings aren't going to be super high for these games. Like, there's some really good games throughout this week, but I don't know. Jakob Poeltl and Emmanuel quickly helped the Raptors beat the Wizards by 8 getting into that game. Great scoring and rebounding for Jakob Poeltl, having kind of one of his performances. You know, he can play like that. Like, he has potential to do that every 3-4 games. Like, I think he's a really good big man, and he's usually pretty underrated in the league. But they get the W. This is it ends a 4-game losing streak for the Toronto Raptors. Jordan Poole, 3-point shots. Really good game here. Jonathan Magbo getting to the rim and using his size. Ochai Agbaji using his young athleticism to get to the rim. JT Thor playing for the Wizards, he was getting to the rim. There's a lot of young athletic guys, and these are two really young teams playing each other. Yeah, man, looking at the Raptors, 13 points, 10 rebounds for Scotty Barnes. Granted, not the greatest shooting performance, but you don't really need that when you're playing a team like the Wizards. 21 points, 11 rebounds for Jakob Poeltl, 21 points as well for Emmanuel quickly. He shot 33% from 3. Again, not the greatest shooting splits from him, but you're playing the Wizards. So there you have it. You look at the Washington Wizards, you get a 23-point performance for Jordan Poole, 15 points and 11 rebounds for Bub Carrington, and that's about it. I don't know what happened. I guess Keyshawn George got hurt. But, I mean, more than that, I think Chris Middleton's been kind of lackluster for this team ever since he stepped foot in there. I mean, they have Vukcevic, and they've been experimenting with A.J. Johnson. A.J. Johnson's actually a really good player. I think he can flesh out to be a great role player in the league. But, yeah, mainly Keyshawn George getting hurt and Chris Middleton just not playing the greatest game in the world is kind of what led to this. And, again, they kind of expected Chris Middleton to come in and be a role model, and he's not necessarily doing that. So let's move on to the Bucks and the Suns. Actually, a really good game. It felt like a March game, kind of. Obviously, the stakes aren't as high because, well, we still have 11 games left in the regular season. But Devin Booker hits a clutch jump shot with 2.4 seconds left to lift the Suns over the Bucks by 2. This is their 4th straight win. The Suns are looking great. They're kind of chasing that 500 mark, and they're battling with the Mavs at the moment to try to get that 10 spot in the play-in tournament. Now, I think they have the tiebreaker, so as long as they kind of maintain that for the rest of the season, they should be able to get in. And obviously, it's not going to be easy for the Mavs to do that because they don't have Kyrie Irving, but still, Devin Booker made a mid-range jumper with little left to go. He lifts the Suns over the Bucks, and great. Clutch jump shot, but honestly, you watch the Bucks and how they executed this, and I don't think Doc Rivers is a bad coach. Of course, I'm a Celtics fan. I support him. He took us to a championship, but they did not have good screen defense on that last play. Brook Lopez, in what world should he be switching on to Devin Booker? Switching on to Devin Booker? Never. I don't know. Really good game, though. I mean, great baskets for Devin Booker. He had some really good offense this game, and obviously KD hitting clutch shots. That's just what he does, and those two played really well with each other. 3 after 3 for Kevin Durant. You look at the Bucks, obviously no Dame, but I don't think that was that big of a problem. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 31 points, 10 rebounds, shooting 50% from 3. Brook Lopez put up 23 points and 10 rebounds. He shot 33% from 3, and crazy enough, they gave him the ball to shoot the game-winning shot, which I thought was crazy. But I think more than anything, Taurean Prince just didn't have a great game. He shot 20%, played 28 minutes, only had 3 points. Yeah, I mean, KPJ and Gary Trent Jr. do a bang-up job off the bench of kind of like supporting the scoring for this squad, but Taurean Prince, you kind of expect a little more out of him, especially since he's a vet, and he starts on this team for a reason. You look at the Bucks, or the Suns, man, 38 points for Kevin Durant. He played great. And Nick Richards had 10 points, 10 rebounds, shooting 50%. You get 19 points and 12 assists for Devin Booker. Not the greatest shooting splits, but he hit a shot at the mid-range when it mattered to propel them to the victory. I'm going to be honest, tomorrow there's not really any good games. I'm not super excited about any of these. Like, the NBA, for ratings reasons, obviously tries to, like, hype up the TNT games, but I don't think any of these games are going to be any good, but obviously if they are, you can catch me on the channel. We're going to be covering them. I'm going to go keep working on my Squid Game video for about a half hour. I'm actually almost done with it. I should be able to get it out by tomorrow. And then I'm going to watch episode 5 as well, because I announced in that video actually that we're just going to focus on Squid Game and watch the rest of the episodes of season 2. I don't know why I didn't do that normally. I mean, normally people kind of binge TV shows. After that, we can kind of go on like a movie spree, kind of get some movies checked off the bucket list for movies I've wanted to watch. But there you have it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. GZTV is always giving you guys these NBA recaps. Again, I don't know if there's going to be any good games on tomorrow, but if there are, catch me on the channel. I mean, Mavs Knicks could be good just for the simple fact that Anthony Davis is back. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of faith in the Mavs at this point, even with the addition of Anthony Davis back in the lineup. So, again, you'll catch me there. If not, you won't. So.